sometimes I catch myself comparing myself to others. And in that comparison story is the story of, well, if they did it, why am I not there yet? Why am I not doing the thing that they're doing? Why am I not, they're doing the thing. They took the action. They're living their dreams. Why am I not yet? And then I hear a little voice that says, but you're not them. You're not them. And what they are doing is not what you will be doing. And what their initiation was, and what they were prepared for and are continuously being prepared for on their path is not what you are being prepared for, and is not what you are here to do. And it's just a great reminder, because every time I slip into that, I just feel that little voice be like, it's not the same. You are not them, and you are not here to do the same thing. Your journey is unique. You are unique, and you play a different note than they are playing in this cosmic play. And sometimes we are, what it feels like sometimes is that we are sitting on the sidelines waiting for our turn to jump in the game and play. And it feels like everyone else is in the game playing, and you're sitting on the sidelines waiting. And I've experienced that a lot. Feeling like, okay, when is it my turn? When do I get the green light and I go play? The words that are actually just coming up now as I'm sharing this is when you give yourself permission. When you give yourself permission to follow your joy and do what makes you happy, not what you think the world wants you to do or wants you to be. When you stop pretending to be someone you're not and allow yourself to be who you are, that's when you get up off the sidelines and start playing the game. No one is keeping you on the sidelines. And there is moments in our journey where we are in a void, which I've experienced lots of. Being in the void where it feels like nothing is happening and all the old parts of you have died and the new aspects of yourself have not emerged yet, or you haven't fully stepped into it yet, but it hasn't really been clear on who that new version of you is. And it can, in those moments, it can feel like sitting on the sidelines because you're in the void. And that's a little bit different than stopping yourself from stepping into the game, because there's a point of the void, and then there's the point where the new timeline, the door is right in front of you. You're ready. You may not feel ready, but you're waiting for someone to give you permission now to go out and play. But you are the one that gives yourself permission. You are the one that says, okay, it's time. I feel ready. Maybe not ready, but you feel this pull, this calling. You feel this pull within you, this little tug to go out and join the game. So, are you feeling like you're in the void? Or are you feeling this little tug inside of you, but you are waiting for someone else outside of you to give you permission to follow your bliss and go play? Go play. See what you can discover. Following your joy and your bliss and just going out and playing and mingling and with the world. Get out of your loop of self-healing and reading books and all of the endless things you've done for the last You know, if you're like me and you've spent the last 5 years of your life pretty much just studying and healing and doing all this inner work, it can feel uncomfortable, or it's like that's all you're used to. You kind of forgot how to just play and live. But at some point it's time to set that down and go play and live. It's time to remember how to enjoy life again, to remember to breathe, just be, just live. That's what you're here for. And yes, we have to go through a process of freeing ourselves from everything that tells us we are not free, and from letting go of the aspects of ourselves that are not the truth of who we are, to let go of the stories, which are the wounds and the pain, which is the process of healing, which is just letting it go, letting it move out of us. I hope you give yourself permission. I hope you give yourself permission to just be yourself and go enjoy life, and to step off of the sideline, step off of the bench and go out and play. I hope you stop comparing yourself to others, because that is what steals your joy. That is what steals your... comparison is a thief of joy. Just imagine if you can imagine your inner child, or as if you were a parent of a child and another child was different than your own child, and you told them, I like that one better, or they're better because of this. How that would, in your inner child, how your child would feel if you told your kid, well, why aren't you like him? Why don't you do things like that? Why aren't you as fast? It would make them feel horrible. And that is what you are doing to your inner child. That is what you are doing to yourself every time you compare yourself to someone else. It's a pretty horrible thing, comparison. So I hope that you can meet yourself where you're at, and love yourself for where you're at, and accept yourself for where you're at, and let comparison wash out of your system and no longer exist in your reality, in the sense of comparing yourself to others in a damaging way like that. Anyways, I know this message was a little bit all over. I'm pretty tired. Life's been a little strong, but always good. Anyways, much love. Chat soon.